artists often think of their work as an epitaph. If you were to write your epitaph now, what would it say?
I can't write it now. No. Can you ask me that in a couple of years?
Thank you.
In what way does this image fit your, or further your creative vision? I think it pretty obviously fits it. I'm trying to reveal some of these conversations that go on in my images within certain environments.
What's the conversation?
The conversation is, well, I'm hoping that my viewer will empathize with the subject in my images. In this series, it's these shopping carts that are, I've often found abandoned behind buildings and in certain areas, and they're kind of, they all have a different story, but they're all sort of rejects in their own sort of way. And part of the reason that I found this workshop so useful was to hear other people's point of view of what they're getting out of my images. This is probably a good example. This image, they see it, some of the feedback I've gotten has been more along the lines of a disturbed sort of feel, or you know, as far as empathizing with the shopping cart, you know, they feel a certain compassion. To me, it's largely about this shopping cart breaking away and kind of lost, and I don't know, I get a lot of kicks out of it.
Can you talk about, can you touch, can you feel one of those moments when you heard your voice or when you knew you had it?
Yes. When I have a piece that I particularly like, especially like a catalyst. You know, when you hit an image and then it sort of strikes all these dominoes, and you know, you can branch out from there. It's like planting a root, and then before you know it, your trees are flowering, and then they're planting more seeds, and then they're flowering, and you have a forest.
You've been involved in the Discovering Your Voice workshop from the beginning. Can you talk a little bit about how the group dynamic of the workshop has affected your image making?
Well, it has. People put up very individual and interesting images. Some of them I would never shoot and I would never show, but I appreciated that people had the integrity to do that and the faith in their own photography or expression to do what they felt like was appropriate or felt like doing at the time. And many people did take chances in what they showed us. And
How about you? Have you taken any chances since workshop number one?
Well, these two are new photographs that I took after workshop number one.
Well, tell me how your thinking has gone when you approached these new images and how the workshop may have affected the creation of these images.
Well, I sort of felt that I can validate my own photographs and my own images, and I didn't need to bring them in for someone else to say, well, that's good work, and keep going. When I was presenting my first photograph to the group, it was suggested that I keep going in that same vein of reflections and sort of edgy, mysterious. And so that's what I was thinking about when I was up in Catskill, New York, on this bright sunny day, and made a mysterious photograph with an alley. And I say mysterious because it's old history, and there's mystery in the history.
Mystery in the history. What's the internal spirit that guides you?
The internal spirit, that's hard to say. I do have a passion that I can't seem to get rid of. It's there, it's been with me for a long time. You know, I don't know. It's something I can't live without now, so it's embedded in me.
The name of the workshop is Discovering Your Voice.
Yes.
What have you discovered so far? And is there more?
There's plenty more, and I think that's what's so great about the workshop is that without it, I'd be sitting at home not really having you know, an audience to look at my work and to, you know, cheer me on in a sense, you know, and so it gives me that that motivation to go out and to shoot more and to challenge myself more and to be better the next time and to try harder, you know, to find new ways, you know, not to keep it, you know, the same, but to make it new and fresh, because I always have a number of eyes that are looking at it and giving me feedback, and I don't want to disappoint. I don't want, you know, I have an audience now, and before LICP I didn't have an audience. I had myself and a computer, so it's gotten me out of the closet and into the, you know, public, so to speak.